All right, well, welcome everybody. Good evening. I'm your host tonight, and my name is Karren Richards. I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, and I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company. And you are here tonight because one of the sweet faces on this screen invited you. They love and care about you. This is meant to be a relaxed call. We're not asking you to buy anything, just to listen to their stories and some information, and then maybe to help us brainstorm some people that they could talk to. So I'm going to start right away talking a little bit about health. So my background, I'm a board certified health coach, and we know that most people probably are not as healthy as they want to be. Would you agree? So whether it's we don't get into the gym, maybe we don't eat as well as we think we should or could, we don't rest enough, we don't drink enough water. I'm sure none of you on here or listening later are ever stressed out, so we don't have to worry about the stress portion. But, so we're going to talk about one tool that we have all found that helps us in all areas of that, and it's called the Healthy Living Revolution. And so as part of that, those are the things we get to work with people and teach them about, is just that healthier living piece. We have a private Facebook group. We have just some free giveaway stuff, and I'll give you the website in a little bit. But what we do is we help people just learn healthier eating, again, those things I mentioned, like less stress, sleeping better, water. And one of the things we do is we have all partnered with a company called the Juice Plus Company. And it's the part that really helps us get into our nutrition. So what it does, it just starts with farm fresh tongue-tied, farm fresh nutrition. It is just fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. So how cool is that? It's just right here. If I can hold three, I always see if I can hold these. So this is our trio blend, and it's got the fruit, the veggie, and the berries. And all they are is, most people are good with what juicing is. It's like one step further. So they've been flash frozen, and what you're left with is this awesome powder. We also have a brand new Omega that I know we're all like obsessed with, and it tastes really good, and it's vegan, all plant derived. There's nothing else like it on the market. And so whoever invited you to the call can tell you more about that as well. So we also have a line of protein that we call Complete. There's bars. I don't have any down here in my office, but I always have shakes on me, in my purse, in my gym bag, wherever I'm going, I have these because they are so versatile. You can use them for all sorts of things. So again, they can tell you all about that. And it's scientifically proven. There's all these great medical journals. We have almost 40 published studies now that tell you all about Juice Plus. And even though science is awesome to back, I know you're probably like, okay, but what does it do? So I'm going to turn it over to my friend Larry, and he is going to tell you a little bit about what Juice Plus has done for him. So there he goes, unmute.
Thanks, Karren. Hello, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Larry Morris, and not long ago, I had a secret that I kept from everyone. And that is that I used to get out of breath just bending over to tie my shoes. And that sounds pretty bad. And it's a little embarrassing to say, but that's what it took for me to realize that I needed to make some simple changes in my life. And about that time, I found the Juice Plus Company, and my life changed in an incredible way. I got the nutrition and the support to get healthier, and I actually looked forward to eating better. Now, that's hard for me to say because I didn't look forward to eating good, well, anytime. I liked bad stuff because it tastes good. Now, I'm not only able to tie my shoes without being winded, I also feel and look better than I have in years.
Oh, that's awesome, Larry. Thanks for sharing that. I think we can all relate to that, though. There's so many times in our life, like, does anybody on this call not suffer from needing more energy? I think whether you're a parent or a grandparent, I know Toni was telling me earlier, she's been chasing around babies and grandchildren all weekend. It can be tiring. So I'm glad we have this to help us, go through that journey. So speaking of Toni, I'm going to actually turn it over to Toni. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Toni. And she's going to tell us a little bit about a piece of her Juice Plus journey.
Thanks, Karren. Hi, well, those of you that don't know me, I'm Toni Dennis, and I have type 2 diabetes. I needed more fruits and vegetables in my diet, which I was not getting. This was important to do to keep my sugar levels down, which I was struggling with severely before Juice Plus. So when I heard about Juice Plus and what it offered, taking Juice Plus just made sense to me. And being on Juice Plus, my body is getting healthier every day, and my numbers are coming down, and they're stable. I still have to watch, even with fresh fruits, what I eat, because in fresh fruits, you still have that high number of sugars. I love the huge community I get to be a part of. I get lots of support, recipes. I have lots of friends that are always there for me, and I'm glad that Juice Plus will forever be a part of my life as well as my family's. So thank you.
Oh, that's awesome, Toni. I love that. You talked about one piece in there too, the community. I love that. I love that we have that place we can go and get healthy recipes. We can get, we can find support and ask questions. So thank you for that reminder of that. So with that, since Toni mentioned community and the Juice Plus company, I want to tell you a little bit about the awesome community we're in. So like I said, there's a website you can go to, and I'm going to give it to you. It's called healthylivingrevolution.com. www.healthylivingrevolution.com. And on that, there's all kinds of free downloads. We've got a family-friendly cookbook, and it's got a lot of great plant-based recipes in it. There is a way that you could actually, all kids want to be YouTube stars. You can go on there and your child or grandchild can upload a fun video about health. Maybe it's a fitness workout or them making a fun recipe, and they could win a tower garden, which is one of our products. You can ask whoever invited you about that. And our company is so amazing. It also is major donors to things like the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. We're a major donor to the St. Jude's Hospital systems. And I'm just so proud to be, a part of that. So we want to transition and tell you a little bit about the business, because we've told you how awesome this community and company really is. So this is something that we call the Freedom Revolution. And again, this business isn't for everybody. Most of the people that are on Juice Plus are simply customers. But there might be someone you're thinking about when we start telling some of these stories that you're like, oh, that totally is someone at my church, or that's someone that I walk with in the morning, or that's someone that I go to work with. What it is basically, it can be a side job. For me, it's a full-time income, and it's super easy. If you have a phone, and I call it smart. If you have a smartphone, then you can do this business, because that's really all we do is talk and share with people about what our product is. It's a great company in that all levels are permanent. We don't have quotas or minimums. You can do a little or you can do a lot. But at the top of the company, there is an amazing, amazing package that our top level representatives get. And that includes major medical, dental, long-term care. They get chiropractic and massage. I mean, who gets that? So it's a great, great opportunity. And I am going to have my friend Karren, looking around on the screen, there she is. I'm going to have my friend Karren tell you a little bit about, her vision with the business and what it is and going to do for her.
Okay, thank you, Karren. Well, I'm Karren Johnson, the other Karren in the group. And for years, I've worked in retail and restaurant management, in which with that, you get a lot of stress and a lot of long hours. So the problem with management is once you've reached that store manager position, you've hit that dreaded glass ceiling. And you may get a raise once a year, but it's so tiny that it doesn't matter. So I left the management and I started my own cleaning service, which I still work really hard, but I don't work those 60 and 70-hour weeks. So when I was introduced to Juice Plus, I knew that it could help me in so many ways, and it has made amazing improvements in my health. The great thing about the Juice Plus business is that I can work as little or as much as I want and anywhere that I want. So I can work my cleaning business, take a short break, make a call, send a text, and that's my work for the day with the business. I want to help others to begin their Juice Plus journey and help them to create a new stream of income. As for my future, I plan to close my cleaning service in the next 12 to 18 months and focus on Juice Plus full time. So thank you. That's my story.
I love that. Thank you, Karren. Yeah, and I love what you said. I mean, it's something that you can totally do in stolen moments. And I know that was similar for me because when the Juice Plus company found me, I was working in a management position also, and I hadn't had a raise in 5 years. I think one time we got a cost of living raise. It was like 0.5%. It was kind of a slap in the face. So, you know, and you mentioned glass ceiling, and that's something I know my friend Gina has mentioned a lot in her story as well. So Gina, if you could unmute yourself, we're going to hear from her.
Yeah, so just to kind of echo some of the things that Karren said, I was in a similar situation. 4 years ago, I was working a full-time job in college administration, doing a little bit of teaching, and that was the piece that I loved. But the problem with the administrative part of my job was that it was very demanding. I hadn't gotten a raise in 5 years, so you're seeing a familiar pattern here, and there was nowhere to go. There was only one position on campus above mine, and that was not coming available anytime soon. And even if it had, I wouldn't have wanted it because it was even more stress than what I was dealing with in my position. And so I just felt really stuck. I was essentially trading my time for dollars. And during that, right before this period of time, right before this 4-year mark that I'm talking about, I had a baby. I'd actually had 2 babies in 3 years. So talk about stress on the body and stress on the mind. And it was just absolute agony to drop those babies off and leave them at daycare and feel like someone else was raising my kids. And so I knew that something else had to shift to create some more space in my schedule so that I could spend more time with my kids and still make a great income. And so I started stepping back my hours at that job and eventually walked away so that I could just focus on teaching when I wanted to and when I was available. And now, you know, the Juice Plus has really moved from plan A to plan B for me and has become my primary source of income. I teach again when I want to, and I get to say yes whenever I want to field trips and class parties. I get to go to yoga at 10 a.m. on a Friday because my schedule really is that flexible and I own my time. I'm not farming it out to someone else. So from this point forward, I'm just going to continue to design my life. And, you know, we are planning to grow this business and grow our income so that we can fulfill some dreams and travel a bunch and say yes more often to our kids.
I love that. That's, you know, very similar for me. My why is just, you know, wanting to say yes to my kids. And we finally have reached that point, you know, this last couple of years where we finally took family vacations. It's like, oh my gosh, you know, we have one that's going to go to college soon and we've never had a true family vacation. So I love what Gina said. Like, I love being able to say yes to my kids more often and get to give them experiences. And this business I've made so many new friends. I will say that. And I think Toni said that, like being in this community, being with a bunch of friends is what it really is. And that's been so awesome for me to get to meet all these people that live all around the country. And it's a tax write-off when I go visit them. So it's wonderful. So, you know, that is just one more benefit to having your own side business. So I said a little bit about our company and the amazing things they do. I talked about the benefits at the top. But like I said, some of the things that we do for like supporting St. Jude's, we are the title sponsor for the marathon weekend, which is actually coming up. It's the first weekend of December, and it is an amazing, amazing race. Last year, they raised over $10.8 million. And while that sounds like a huge achievement, that hospital takes $8 million in one day just to run that facility. And the patients there and their families never see one dime of their bill. So we are very proud to be a part of that operation. With the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, those tower gardens I mentioned earlier that your kids can win by making a YouTube video, we help support that, and we're putting one in every single Boys and Girls Club in North America. So we're excited about that. These delicious shakes that we have, we partner with the Volunteers of America, and we're handing out 10 million meals. There went my shake. Over the next 5 years. So that's been an exciting thing that we are able to offer, as well as shipping a lot of those shakes in our bars to Puerto Rico and to some of the parts more damaged in Florida and Texas and Mississippi after these hurricanes. So, you know, it's not just about healthy living, we're about healthy giving as well. So that's an important piece of our community. So as we wrap up, I loved hearing what Larry and Toni shared about their product experience, and Gina and Karren, just sharing a little bit about the business and the goals and the hopes and dreams they have in the future. So what we're looking for, if you'll be thinking about, is we're looking for two kinds of people. We're looking for those people that are ready to make a difference in their health journey. I know people do not wait till January 1. They're already thinking about it because they're like, oh my gosh, Halloween is here. I've eaten all the candy. Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple weeks, and there's holiday parties and Christmas. People are ready now. They want accountability. So whoever that is that you might know that is looking for that, we have an awesome program called Shred 10 for someone that wants just a little more. And if they're wanting, just some basic accountability, we have our products to help with that. And then we're also looking for people that maybe they are looking for a little extra income around the holidays. But what they tend to find, and I can tell you from my sweet friend Gina, having that extra income around the holidays is great. And then what happens is you get immersed into this community and you stick around for a while. So it's been a real blessing, I know, for my family. And so, maybe that's that person, or maybe they've just communicated to you that they never get to go on vacation, or they'd like a new car, but there's not quite enough there, or they'd love to move to a new house, or maybe they just want to put their little girl in ballet or give their son piano lessons, things like that. Sometimes, as Americans, we're stressed for those little extras. So, anyone you might know, you might be able to refer to these people that invited you on tonight. They would love that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut off the recording, and then we'll stay on for any questions people might have. So thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here with us tonight, and just really, again, appreciate your time.